Hello to all the Type Moon gamers, returning to part 11 of the Tsukihime remake playthrough in my channel. We're so back a week later, still trying to do this every single week. Not sure how long this series is gonna be, probably pretty long, but hey, I'm just along for the ride and just enjoying myself, because it's been quite pleasant so far. Very nice, nicely produced visual novel with some good Nasu writing as well, I'd say. So yeah, it's been nice. And not sure what's gonna happen today. We got a little bit of teasers, last parts, with some new characters making more appearances. And who knows, new threat is still out there. Well, I guess it's not new threat, it's old threat, but they're starting to realize it's new threat. Or at least Shiki is. Anyway, I digress. There you go. No need to yap too much, and we can just get started, right? Yay for weekly Tsukihime action. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Oh yes, we're back to school again. After what was like a very hectic 2 question mark days for Shiki. But he's back. The rest of my day has been normal so far. It's 4th period. Social studies. Our teacher recites dry textbook material from the front of the room. As I listen to the lecture, I take full advantage of my window seat and stare at my reflection. Classic anime protagonist moment, am I right? I can't focus. It's not that the lesson is boring. I just can't wrap my head around everything that's happened outside of school. Yeah, can you blame the guy? A fire that claimed so many lives. A vampire terrorizing our home. How can I sit in class while knowing the truth about all this? The answer is obvious. I'm abnormal. Most people would either lock themselves in their homes or run away. Yet here I am, still trying to have a normal life. Trying to convince myself that vampires aren't worth giving up the life I've led up until now. There you go. But the truth is, I'd feel guilty giving this up. Oh yeah, that guy, we haven't seen him in a while. Makes me think about that conversation I had with Saiki Goto. To put it in his terms, education is an investment in one's future. Abandoning the future for a little safety now would be getting my priorities backwards. Besides, I'm living on the Tono family's dime. I owe it to them to at least show up to school. It's not just my duty, it's my obligation. I don't know if I'm being overly compliant or stubborn. Or just stupid. Master told me to become a person who does what he thinks is right. I intend to follow her advice. Having a normal life like this is part of that too. I squint my eyes at the sun, filtering through the window. There's only 20 minutes left until the end of 4th period. 5th period will be my last class for today. My thoughts drift to how I'll be working with Arcueid once night falls. Ooh, we're so back. The face in the window's reflection smiles back at me. I wipe this stupid grin off my face. Our nighttime patrols aren't for fun, so why am I smiling like an idiot? Hey, yo, what? Is she in there in the yard? What? Or is she just thinking about her? There's gotta be a limit to my daydreaming. Maybe he's not dreaming, maybe she's actually there. I've even started hallucinating about her now. I can practically see her, gracefully crossing the schoolyard. Is he starting to... Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Called it. Wait, are you freaking kidding me? I lean over a little to get a better look, careful not to interrupt class, or be noticed for that matter. Please tell me my eyes are playing tricks on me. Nope. Not a hallucination. Regrettably, I'm still sane. Any way you cut it, this is reality. So the question becomes whether that damn vampire has gone completely bonkers. What am I supposed to do? What is she planning? Will my school life be able to survive if I leave her unsupervised? Deep breaths. Calm down. Everything's okay. The other students haven't noticed, and I don't hear any nearby classes making a fuss. Thankfully, it looks like she's only visible from this classroom. This goddamn weapon of mass destruction. Cradling my head, I curse her with all my heart. But that isn't gonna help me fix this mess. There's 20 minutes until lunch. I can't even imagine the chaos she could wreak with that much time on her hands. Oh, interesting. We got a choice. Alright. The music is so hectic, even though it's probably like not even that serious. Alright, I'll intercept her with all I've got, focus on class with all I've got, ignore her. I mean, frick it, dude. Sure, let's see. I just want to see what I did. Let's pick the hectic option, the chaotic one. Intercept. The goddess of war favors the swift. This growing calamity needs to be nipped in the bud. I should get her out of here before she causes some kind of trouble.
先生、気持ち貧血なので保健室に行ってきます。
Oh yeah, he can use his anemia as an excuse. Lucky for him. Hands balled into fists, I single-mindedly make my way to the door. There's no time to wait for the teacher's permission. I slip out of the room while everyone's still trying to register what happened. Go, Shiki, go.
あ、来た来た。
Wow.
そんな全力で走ってくるなんて、仕切ったら元気なんだ。
I stare at her, gobsmacked. When did she get here? She must have looped all the way around from the schoolyard to the courtyard. Thank goodness there aren't any classrooms facing this direction.
でも、学校って狭くてシンプルなんだね。外から見た感じ、もっと硬くて頑丈で、アリ塚みたいにバーッと広がってると思ったのにな。
Well.
これじゃ普通の建物だよね。うん、子犬っぽい感じで私は好きだけど。
That chiado.
お前、ちょっと来い。
There's no time for pleasantries. I take her hand and start running without another word. Oh, new backgrounds. Our destination is behind the gym, far away from prying eyes. Won't stand out too much if I lead her out the main gate. The back entrance is my best bet.
ちょっと、こんなところに連れ込んでどういうつもり？ここ、全然面白くない。
She isn't happy, but it's not that like any part of the campus life is fun in the first place.
どういうつもりか。そりゃこっちのセリフだ。お前歩く爆弾かなんかなのか。
え？
Oh, the ears are
歩
back.
く爆弾って私
Goofy
が？
eyes as well.
そうだよ。それでも控えめな描写だよ。あのな、なんだって昼間から歩き回って、かつ俺の学校にやってきてるんだ。お前、昼間は弱くなるんだろう。傷だって治ってないよな。なら。
それはそ
Oh
うだ。
wow, look at her puppy eyes with the ears as well. Is that a thumbnail right there? Maybe we'll get a first candidate here. The background is pretty bright though, but frigate, dude. Good shot.
式が手伝ってくれるんだし、昼間のうちに手がかりを見つけておこうかなって。昨日みたいに式に無駄なことはさせられ。
それこそ余分な気遣いだっての。協力すると言った以上、どんな作業だって一緒にやるんだから。
She's just bored or
夜まで
something.
待っててくれよ。俺を心配させて楽しいのか、お前は。
うん。ごめんなさい。
いや、分かってくれればいいって。
Wow.
アルクエイド。
She's actually reflecting. Whoa.
だから心配させてごめんなさい。
Hey yo. I could swear I just heard my heart emit a single audible thump. I never thought she'd apologize. Honestly, I was expecting this to escalate. What am I even supposed to do if she's looking at me like that?
でも式も悪いんだよ。下からずっと見てたのに私に気がついてくれないんだもの。
Wow.
どこから中に入っていいのかわからないし、いっそのこと式のいるとこまで駆け上がるところだったんだか
That
ら。
would have been crazy. Imagine she just jumps into the windows though.
いや、待て。 駆け上がるって3階の俺の教室まで。
ええ、デコボコもあって足場には困りそうにないし、飛びやすいでしょ、あそこ。
Okay. I take it back. She's as clueless as ever.
助かった。そんなことされてたら授業どころの話じゃなかった。
I let out a relieved sigh. She probably went mostly unnoticed out in the schoolyard.
とにかく反省したんならいい。
Made the right choice, probably.
それでうちの学校に何の用なんだよ。手がかりを探しているとか言ってたけど。
何ってただの調査よ。ローラー作業ってやつ。死者の気配がないんだもの。足で手がかりを見つけないとね。
それはご苦労様。今が夜だったらなお言うことないけどな。
次からは気をつけるわ。それでこの辺りを歩いているうちに四季の匂いがして、そういえばここって四季の通っている学校なんだって気がついたらつい。
Well, funny how it happens.
校庭に入ってきたと。猫かと思ったけど犬かお前は。
失礼ね。ちゃんと確証があったからやってきたのよ。他の場所に比べてここは死者の気配がないんだもの。どんなものか実際に見ておかないとまずいでしょ。
いやまずくないだろう。死者の気配がないんなら関係ないってことなんだから。実際学校では事件も事故も起きないし、夜になると誰もいなくなる。死者が人間を襲おうとしたら学校じゃなく街に出るだろう。
True.
まあそういえばそうだけど。
ここに異常なんかないよ。吸血鬼の気配はわからないけど、俺だって死を見る目を持ってるんだ。死者が歩いてればメガネをつけていても異常だって気がつくし。
分かったわ。四季がそう言うんならここに異常はないかもしれない。
ないかもしれないじゃなくてないんだって実際。
She doesn't look convinced.
やば、昼休みになっちゃったか。
Now that students will start wandering around outside, our hiding spot behind the gym just got a lot less secure.
とにかくこれ以上ここにいられると騒ぎになる。ちゃんと約束は守るから、お前は早く帰って体を休めておくこと。今日の夜にも敵とやらに出会うかもしれないんだから。
ふーん、なんだか私を追い出したいみたいな口ぶりね、四季。そんなにここにいられると迷惑？
That's so cold.
迷惑じゃないけど、いろいろ頭が痛いんだよ。
Too stressful. His cortisol levels are spiking, dude.
気に入ったならまた都合のいい時に案内してやるから、今は早く外に出てくれ。
I push Arcueid from the back. Oh, she's got new eyes. She's really annoyed. She makes to leave, though it does seem like there's a word or two she'd still like to say. Phew! The tension finally drains from my body as I sigh. I should go eat something to build up some energy for tonight. Hmm? Did I just hear a sound from behind the bicycle rack? Hey, yo. As a vampire can walk outside and sound. Well, she's special. Normally, like normal vampires in this universe, they can't, but she's like an ancestor, so I guess it's fine. Or maybe not even all ancestors. I don't know the full lore behind it, but at least she can do it. They're probably gonna maybe go into it more at some point, but she did talk about it in the previous part. Hey, Sakubai, dude. Someone spying us? I casually walk to the shadowy section at the back. There's no one here. There's probably just a stray cat or something. Sus. She can because she's hot enough. Yeah, true. That was weird. What the hell was that? I find Arihiko in the classroom after I get back from lunch. He wasn't here in the morning, so I'm guessing he just came to eat.
Oh, Tono, はよっす
He's got no shame, even when he comes unfashionably late. If rumors of Arcueid had spread through the school, then this guy would have definitely given me hell. I'm lucky that she actually went home.
なんすかその冷め切った目。かわいそうだけど、サイン券抜かれたら1枚10円で売られる CD なんだな。みたいな目で人を見るのやめてくれない？
そうか、悪かった。ちょっと一悶着あって疲れててさ、つい本音を隠しきれなかった。次から気をつけるよ。
Good morning, Vice.
マジっすか？でも隠すべきは今の発言の方ですよ。
Arihiko chatters away as he walks over to his desk and right past it toward the class's rear exit. This guy's actually gonna eat lunch and then dip.
じゃ、今日も一日ご苦労さん。俺はネット越しにたくさんの仲間とちょっと世界を救ってくるわ。
What is he talking about? He heads for the door with a grin. Before he leaves...
なあ、北口駅前が物騒だって前に言ってたけど、それ以外にヤバめなところって言えばどこだ？
I throw out the question on a whim.
なんだい突然に。北口デパート並みにヤバめなスポットなんてそうそうねえぞ。強いて言うならあれか？伏塚の廃病院じゃねえか？2年前までヤンキーどもの集会場になってたものの、今じゃ誰も寄りつかなくなったっていう。
櫛塚って2駅隣のか。でも廃墟が物騒なのは当然というか、普通誰も寄りつかないだろう。
You woke up 3 minutes ago? And you're already on the stream? That's pretty crazy.
いや、だからさ、
Wow.
誰もいなくなったんだよ。ある日を境にぱったりと。そのヤンキーどもの姿がな。30人近い行方不明者ってことで、今でも捜索願いが出されてる。ま、こっちは階段レベルの話で、北口みたいな暴力沙汰じゃねえけどな。今じゃ不老者も住み着かない行政の不良債権みたいな場所だよ。
You're not missing Tsukihime? Fair enough. Understandable. Our homeroom class is having a surprisingly difficult time deciding what to do for the school festival next month. Turns out that the girls and boys are split, so we decide to delay our decision to next week. After school activities are cancelled, and all students are leaving early.
さて、
There's no point spacing out in the classroom. What should I do? Go check out abandoned hospital. Go back to the mansion and prepare for tonight. Both seem pretty big. Huh. Figure top is a bit sussy, but I don't know. It would be interesting to maybe see some more stuff, but at the same time, it is a bit scary. Smart thing would probably go bottom here. I'm gonna press top. Frig it, dude. This could be something really bad, I don't know. But let's do it. I think I'll check it out, not because Arcueid sparked my motivation or anything, but because I might as well look into some of the most suspect locations during daytime. It's 2 stations away, so it's probably nothing, but it's not like I have anything else to do until night falls. Let's see. It's a 20-minute bus ride from the terminal at Kushizuka Station. The hospital is then another 20-minute walk away from the nearest bus stop. My destination is in the middle of an industrial district. It's dead quiet out here. I can see how spacious it is even from outside the gates. It must have been quite a large hospital before it got closed down. Weeds have taken root in the cracks of the asphalt. One of the hospital wards seems to have incurred significant damage. It's falling apart. Was that damage caused by a fire? If it was, the difference between the damaged and the undamaged areas is a little too extreme. The sky is so high here. There are no tall buildings on the horizon, allowing the blue expanse to stretch into infinity. It's later in the afternoon, but the clear sky is so bright and vivid it makes my eyes hurt. Dude, this background looks nice. The barbed wire is nothing to my knife, and my entry goes without a hitch, though I don't notice anything unusual. I brace myself and remove my glasses, but there isn't anything like the jumble of lines I saw on the zombie the other day. This place is just some abandoned ruin. You haven't watched the Tsukihime anime, is it enough if you watch it or if you play this game? People tend to say the anime is terrible, so I haven't watched it myself, but you know, take it how you will, I guess. People would probably recommend either the original visual novel or this remake. I couldn't really get into the OG visual novel, so remake it is for me. But this has been really nice. In the end, it was a waste to come here, but I guess that's how investigating goes sometimes. I head back to the entrance and check the bus schedule on my phone. Maybe we're fine after all. There's a bus in 10 minutes. I should be able to catch it if I run. I sigh in annoyance as I pass through the entrance, deciding that I'll make a dash for it. Run, Shiki, again. Are we gonna be back home now? Okay. I arrive back at the mansion. The sun still hasn't set, which means Akiha likely isn't home yet. Hey, he's actually home before her for once. That's crazy.
Akiha, 今朝から怒ったままだ。
Oh yeah, they had big drama in the morning. She was not happy with his lack of explaining stuff. This would be far from the first time I've pissed her off, of course.
Almost forgot. Here you go.
Wise with the 7 months. Thank you so much, man. And welcome back to the Go Gang. Thank you so much, man. I've been nothing but trouble since I came back. I'd like to tell her what's going on, but there's no way she'd believe this vampire stuff. Guess there's nothing left except to keep playing the part of the good-for-nothing brother. Flashbang?
お帰りなさいませ、四季様。
Yo, it's Hisui.
ただいま翡翠。わざわざ出迎えてくれてありがとう。秋葉はまだ帰ってきてない。
はい。今夜は特別遅くなるとのことですので、
Oh, wow.
ご夕食は四季様お一人で済ませるよう
Guess she's busy
お預かって
sometimes
おり
too.
ます。
I wanted to at least give some kind of excuse for before. I'll just head back to my room and rest then.
四季様。
何翡翠。
She casts a fleeting glance over the lobby before continuing.
つかぬことをお伺いしますが、四季様は今夜もお出かけになるのでしょうか。
She looks at me straight in the eye. She's seen right through my plan, though that doesn't surprise me. She already knows that I've been leaving my room at night. It's only natural for her to assume I'd do it again. The problem now is how I respond to this question. As a servant, she wants to know what time I'll be home, but telling her is the same as telling Akiha. My response needs to be well thought out. I'll, tell the truth, lie to her. Uh-oh. All the choices already. Like, tell the truth as in, like, everything? Or, like, just like, hey, I'm gonna meet Arcueid and that's it? I assume the latter. There's no way he would be like, hey, I have these special eyes and I cut everything and I'm gonna go vampire hunting. Okay. Let's just say it, I guess. The Arcueid part, hopefully. Tell the truth. I'll tell her the truth. Even if I lied, I wouldn't be able to keep the truth from her or Kohaku for long. So I may as well let her know I'll be out tonight.
ああ。実はこれから何日か。
Or I guess he's just saying like, yeah, he's just gonna be out and that's it. Well, that's simple.
でも、誓って悪い遊びをしているわけじゃない。秋葉には嫌われる一方だろうけど、
He's a
途中で
committed
やめること
man.
はできないんだ。
That's right. There's a dangerous, mysterious vampire terrorizing our city, And Arcueid is the only one who can do something about it. Above all, Soya is my home. I can't just ignore what's going on.
翡翠にも迷惑をかけるけど、しばらくは見過ごしてくれると助かる。0時になったら帰ってくるから、玄関の鍵だけ開けておいてほしい。
私たちに理由は話せないというのです。
そうだ。ごめんな翡翠。だらしないやつだと思って、今は何も聞かないでほしい。
いえ、四季様は私の主人です。
She will not push the issue.
主人をだらしない方と蔑む使用人はおりません。
Wow, someone give her a raise. She speaks dispassionately, her face as blank as ever. That's all there is to that, I guess. I nod my head to her and start up the lobby stairs.
お待ちください。
I pause. She calls out to me, her muted voice like never before.
その差し出がましいことなのですが。
Ayo. She has an actual expression on, showing emotion. What? She clenches her hands as she looks over towards me.
四季様さえよろしければ、夜に出かけることを明葉様にお隠しすることができます。
それって、口裏を合わせてくれるってこと？
はい。夕食後、明葉様をお部屋からお出になることは稀です。就寝前の見回りは私と姉さんがしておりますから、その報告を怠ってしまえば、四季様のお部屋の様子は誰にもわからなくなります。
いや、そりゃ助かる。助かるけど、いいのか？明葉は2人の雇い主じゃないか。
私の主人は四季様だと申し上げたはずですが。
Wow, so loyal. She's even smiling a bit. I don't know about this, but I'm suddenly very happy that I decided to tell her the truth. Not only did she listen to my crappy reasoning, but she's even offering to aid me.
ありがとう翡翠。そうしてくれるととても助かる。
それでは今夜からはこちらのカードキーをご利用ください。明葉様の言いつけで屋敷の正門の暗証を変えたのです。
MVP though.
こちらのカードキーでしたら深夜でも正門の鍵は外れます。
お、さすが明葉。対応早いな。
And ruthless. That was close. If I had left without saying anything, I might not have been able to get back in. Hey, honesty
私
pays
からの
off.
提案は以上です。夜の外出をお止めはいたしませんが、どうか怪我のないようお気をつけて。
She bids me farewell with a bow.
やった。
I just got help from an unexpected source. Now I can leave the mansion without worrying Akiha. Woo! Getto! Nice. Time for evening now. We're gonna head out. Ooh my. I return to my room after eating dinner by myself. It's almost 10 o'clock.
よし。行くか。
I pocket my knife and slip out of my room as quietly as possible. How many rods are in the original game? I have no idea. I only played like the prologue of it. Oh. No one crosses my path along the way. Even the park is empty. People must really be afraid of this serial killer. Oh, there she is. Standing there alone is the woman in white.
四季
She's Madge. Oh.
お、
I don't know why, but she starts yelling the second she sees me.
なんだよ。もしかして時間間違えたか？俺。
Oh.
そう。もう何時だと思ってるのよ。
Hmm?
約束の時間を10分も過ぎちゃってるじゃない。
Oh, 10 minutes. I thought it was like an hour or two. 10 minutes? I couldn't be here at 10 even if I'd sprinted from the mansion. Though I guess she was here right on time.
ああ、悪かったよ。こっちもなんとか10時に合わせたかったんだけど、
Yeah,
こっそり
she
出かけ
couldn't
る
be
の
able to
に思い
relate
の
to
ほか
him.
手間取ったんだ。お前が携帯を持ってたら、
Also that. As convenient as it would have been to message her, the sheer absurdity of texting with a vampire pulls me back to reality. I feel like she mostly behaves like a normal human. I think it would be fine.
いや、なんでもない。
Mostly.
次からはちゃんと時間を厳守する。今回は多めに見てくれ。
もう、これから殺し合いに行くのに全然
Pretty
自
casual.
覚がないみたいね、あなたは。
She puffs up her cheeks in anger. She's not in a good mood. Yo, second, how you doing? I wonder if it's because she got here early.
なあ、アルクエイド。何時からここで待ってたんだ？
私は起きてからすぐここに来たから、やってきたのは7時ぐらいかな。
7時って、じゃあ3時間以上も待ってたのか？
Must have been really boring. What was she thinking coming so early when we agreed on 10?
うん。なんかおかしいみたい。
Maybe she just doesn't have a lot of pastime activities. She mumbles as if she's a little surprised about it herself.
まあ、遅れた俺も悪いけど、そっちにだって問題はあるぞ。約束の時間より前に来て、勝手に待たれても困る。
それとこれとは別問題でしょ？式が遅れたってことは変わらないんだから。
それはそうだけど、しかし、なんだって3時間も待ってたんだ。間違えてきたにしろ、それだけあれば部屋に戻っていてもよかったじゃないか。
そんなの私にだってわからないわ。なんとなく楽しいし、このまま式を待っていてもいいかなって思ってたらいつの間にか10時になってただけなんだから。
楽しかったってなんで？
さあ、自分にだってわからないって言ったでしょ。式に殺されたせいかしらね。私、体のどこかが壊れて治って
She
ないみたい。
changed when she got killed. Interesting.
自分でおかしいって思うんだけど、体のどこがどうしておかしいのか点でわからないんだもの。
I'm not sure how to respond. I can't do much except apologize. I was the one who cut her up into 17 pieces. So if something isn't right with her, it's probably entirely my fault. So I guess a part of, oh, you mean Nasu? Yeah, it's a part of Type Moon stuff, yeah. Definitely. In fact, it has a lot of important lore as far as I know. Same with Mahoyoru, really. Like, I feel like Mahoyoru and Tsukihime are like the big two bases for the entirety of the Type Moon Nasu-verse, whatever you want to call it, right? They establish a lot of stuff.
まあいいわ。
I mean, honestly, so does Fate. Like, if anything, it's the big three. There's a lot of side stories and whatnot and non-Nasu written stuff as well in the Type Moon universe, but I feel like Tsukihime, Mahoyoru, and Fate are probably... They're probably the big three. Maybe K and K as well, yeah, actually. True. True. That's pretty important too. K&K seems the most similar to me. Of these three, it feels the most similar to Mahoyoru, at least. That's how I see it. But it's got vibes of all kinds of stuff, for sure.
ああ、そう言ってもらえると実に助かる。
Are animes outside of only visual novels? What do you mean? There's a lot of anime of Nasu stuff out there. Many are actually good. Like the K&K movies are nice. It's how most people experience the K&K story actually, because what is it like? It's like a light novel or something originally. That wasn't a visual novel, so it's harder to get the source for that or something. So the movies are pretty good though. So I feel like most, including myself, I have never read the source for K&K. I've only seen the movies. But I did enjoy the movies, and I think they are a pretty good way to experience the story. I can't say for 100%, because again, I never read the source, so take it with a grain of salt. But if you want to experience K&K, I think the movies are pretty good.
でも次も遅れるようなことになったら、その時は直接家に迎えに行くわ。約束を守れない
Yeah,
のは
Mahayoro is
式の
getting a
方なんだ
movie
から
this year.
文句はないで
He's
しょ。
not gonna adapt the full story yet though, but I assume they're gonna make more movies later or something.
それはダメ。約束はちゃんと守る。守りますよ、そりゃ。けど不測の事態はいつでも起きるだろう。時間に遅れるなんてのはその最たるものじゃないか。
True, spicy.
なんで間違っても二度とうちには来ないように。ただでさえ秋葉に誤解されたままなんだ。これ以上引っかき回されたら
She
マ
would.
ジで部屋を犬小屋にされかねない。
Magecraft or mystics, what connects them all? Yeah, it's definitely an overlying theme.
ふん。秋葉って式に全然似てない妹さんのこと？
Hmm.
似てないは余計だけど、そうだよ。
そうなんだ。式はそんなに妹さんが怖いの？
あのな、どこの世界に妹を怖がる。
Oh, they already kind of had one Vanitas, but yeah. True. Afraid of his own little sister. I think the words but choose to bite my tongue. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of Akiha, but I do find it difficult to interact with her.
単に妹には余計な心配をさせたくないだけだよ。昔からあいつには迷惑をかけてきたから。できるだけ。
なるほど。あの妹さんには優しいのね、式は。
基本的に俺は誰にでも優しくしているよ。最近になって例外が一人できちまっただけで。
I think it was 1 or 2 parts ago when she showed up at their
それって
house.
私のことだ。
It was pretty awkward, I'm not gonna lie.
わかんないやつだな。今のは皮肉で言ったんだけど。褒めたんじゃなくて悪口ってやつな。
そうなの？
It's the pose
でも
again.
私は式の例外ってことでしょ？私ね、そういうの嫌いじゃないんだ。
She's still smiling. It's a carefree smile, like that of a child. My body feels weirdly hot. My temperature must have gone up. She's going to overwhelm me completely if I don't take my eyes off her, so I make a show of turning my head away.
本題に入ろう、アルクエイド。昨日と同じように吸血鬼探しをするんだろう。
Let's see if they find something tonight. Yesterday, not much.
と、そうだったわね。今夜はメガネは外さなくていいから、私の後についてきて。
That's pretty nice for him. No headaches. We wander the dark city. Arcueid seems to have a place in mind, but because she hasn't shared anything, it almost feels like a midnight stroll.
今夜はピンポイントで見てもらうわ。まずは騒がしい方ね。
She leads us into the commercial district near the station. We traverse the sleepless city, rich and vibrant even past 10. It's a veritable exhibition of modern culture, a buffet of light and sound. Wait, why do we see lines? Wasn't he supposed to keep his glasses on? I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. The White Shadow, unchanged after untold centuries, makes her way through the city that's painted anew seemingly every few months. Untold centuries might be an overstatement. The phrase only came to mind because I've heard that vampires are immortal and long-lived.
式、あのビルを見て。6階建ての細い方。入っていく人間たちに線は見える？
He's looking for dead people? Yeah, but she literally just said before they left, like, oh, you can keep your glasses on for tonight, just follow me. And then the next scene we see, he has them off anyway. So I'm kind of confused. That's why I'm confused. I thought he was supposed to just chill and follow her tonight. I don't know. Maybe they decided otherwise off screen. My nose is killing me. Let me blow my nose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every day, dude. Jeez. Okay.
普通だな。死者は出入りしてない。
外れね。次に行きましょう。はい、メガネかけて。先は長いんだからあんまり無理しないように。
Like she mentioned this afternoon, she has a good idea of where the zombies patrol. She wants to check out 6 places. The first 2 were a bust, but the third spot, a building with rentable offices, paid off. One of the security guards entering an unused office was an absolute cluster of lines. Arcueid understood just from the look on my face. She had me wait in the hall while she entered the room, exiting casually just a minute later.
ごめんなさい。ここも外れ。低級の式だった。
Oh man.
この辺りは昨日借り尽くしたから完全に警戒されたわね。
Womp womp. She shrugs. She hides it well, but I sense that she feels discouraged.
何よ、ニヤニヤして。私の失敗が楽しいの？
Are my failures funny to you, human?
いや、違うよ。いつも気楽なお前でも気を落とすことがあるんだなって。
それどういう意味？私だって人並みに壊したり潰したりしますよーだ。
Can hear the pout in the voice. I wish she'd phrased that as happy and sad, but that's just too tall an order for this vampire princess. We sneak out of the building and make for our next destination. It's just before midnight. We see fewer pedestrians and the neon lights begin to shut off one by one. Car taillights pass us by. Arcueid steps in time with them, as if to follow them home. We've now investigated 5 spots to no avail, which means we only have 1 chance left. We seem to be headed to a residential area. She doesn't say anything, but I get the idea that she was saving this one for last for a reason.
しかし、分かってはいたけどまだるっこしいな。
Hey, there's a thumbnail shot for you if you know what I mean, fellow gamers. Oh yeah, speaking of which, the community guidelines warning I got from that Azulane video being a bit too honky is now gone finally. Yay. I'm not gonna immediately do something stupid again though. Surely not.
全時代的にも程がある。
昔から吸血鬼退治は面倒なものだもの。町のどこかにある親元の棺を探し当てるんだから、そう簡単には終わらないわ。
そっか、ならいい。って別に嫌がってるわけじゃないぞ。単にアルクエイドも大変だなって思っただけで。
Wow, Shiki had a Tsune moment.
私は別に大変じゃないよ。決められた作業だもの。手順を踏んでいけばきちんと終わるものだし。
All I can manage in response is a huh? She is all business when it comes to hunting vampires. She'll do whatever it takes as long as it produces results. Just because she can leap 10 meters in the air doesn't mean she's itching to skip the legwork. Now that I think about it, it was the same when I first met her. She had fully integrated into human society during her search for vampires, even though she could have done what Love did, if she'd felt like it.
ってなんだよ、人の顔をジロジロ見て。ちゃんと前向いてないと転ぶぞ。
Stare.
やっぱりこれって不思議なことよね。ねえ、式は私といて平気なの？吸血鬼退治とか怖くないの？
はあ？
A baffled grunt escapes my throat. She's asking me this now? Am I okay being with her? I don't even have to think about it.
別に。
I mean, man is already in love with her, let's be real, so he doesn't care. Understandable.
俺たちは利害が一致した協力
Maybe
関
he
係
doesn't
なんだ
fully
し。
realize it yet, though.
そりゃ吸血鬼は怖いけど、町のためなら我慢するぞ。
She accepts my answer with a faint nod. The conversation stops there. We walk through the empty streets in silence. Oh, battery for my controller. Better plug it in then. Oh, immersion break. What's a controller? There we go. Okay. We're far from the station now. These 2 hours haven't been very productive, but somehow it doesn't feel like we've wasted our time. Even if we didn't address the root of the problem, we've at least stopped it from getting worse for today. That must be the reason behind this strange sense of accomplishment.
でも気を使わなくていいのはいい。
When you're watching the anime right now, Paolo? Interesting. I finally give voice to a feeling I'd never expressed.
四季？
だから気楽だってこと。俺はその根本的にろくでなしだからさ。お前みたい。
I feel truly at ease. Flashback. Everything I see is broken. How I look at the world is polluted. I shouldn't be here. When I'm with her, it feels like the conclusions I've come to these past 7 years begin to fade.
ねえねえ、それってつまり私が式を楽しくさせてるってこと？
Hey yo.
逆。
Oh no.
あのな、おっかない吸血鬼と一緒なんだぞ。災難極まってるだろ。気が楽っていうのはどう転んだって今以下にはならないってことだよ。
おっかないってどの
Yeah.
辺
She
が？
sounds so disappointed with his answer there. I think she was hoping for a different one. Ouch.
山ほどある。殺しても生き返ってひたすら追いかけてくるとか、3000度の高熱をあちちで済ますところとか、ガムテープとかビルの屋上まで駆け上がるところとか、駅前をおしゃか
Yeah, now
り
she's
す
just
るところと
annoyed.
か。
Damn, look at her face. She's mad. And you gave everything you had to protect me and the town from love's ice. Why didn't you say that though? Come on, say it to her. Come on, dude.
岩盤をちゃぶ台返しするところとか、人の体によくわかんないものを塗りつけたりとか、あと昼間
That's
に
just
学校に来るとこ
that's
ろ
just
とか。
being mean at this point.
はい、そこまでで結構です。式の気持ちはよくわかりました。
いいのか？まだもうちょっとだけあるぞ。
Oh, hell no.
いいわよ、自覚あるから。どうせ私は吸血鬼ですものね。
She's so annoyed. Okay. She picks up her pace, walking briskly ahead of me. I know why you're asking that question, Ryan, but we'll just leave it at that.
待てってば。お前が本気になったら追いつかないぞ、俺。
I follow her, half jogging. Turns out our sixth destination was just up ahead. There it is, in the middle of the neighborhood. A typical 4-story apartment complex. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, obviously nothing. There look to be 4 apartments per floor, with lights visible in most of their windows. The people who live here are still awake, spending their time as they please. But as someone looking in from the outside, there's no way of knowing whether that involves any shady business. I look at the lines. The strain it puts in my brain makes me nauseous. This place seems wrong. There's nothing unusual about the lines running across the building, but it feels somehow lifeless. There's something unnatural about the brightness emanating from the interior, or from the strangely concentrated lines of death scrolled across the woman just now entering the apartment complex.
そう、やっぱり当たりね。
Hey, oh, what'd she find? Instead of going to the entrance of the apartment complex, she heads down the slope leading to the underground garage. The garage is guarded by a metal shutter.
普通のマンションだけど、ここなのか、アルクエイド。
ええ、このシャッター、人よけと消臭の結界がかかってる。あれはカメラかな。私の姿を捉えてるけど、中の死者たちにもう逃げる時間はない。昼間、私一人でやってきていたら逃げられていたでしょうけど。
Bending down, she places her hands under the shutter. Is she really going to pull the shutter up by...
シキ、このシャッター切れる？
Hey, yo. Hey, Martlin, how you doing?
そりゃ切れるけど、いいのか？
ええ、私よりシキが敵に。無理やり開けると警報が鳴るでしょ。
Wouldn't cutting it also do the same? I don't know. Good point. She's pretty good at keeping her cool under pressure.
シキはガレージの入り口にいて。ここが巣なら、中には10体近いアンデッドがいるはず。相手が1体だけならシキの方が強いけど、2体以上になると不利でしょうから。
別に俺はそこまで。まあいいか。
Damn, he wanted to flex a bit.
切るぞ。
I cut along the line on the shutter. Wow. Again, clean cut. Metal meets concrete with a clatter. I peer into the pitch black through the opening I just cut.
なんだ、この匂い。
What the hell? A foul stench hits my nostrils. The garage reeks of rotting meat and rancid blood. Uh-oh. That's spooky. I see several squirming clusters of lines within. The sound of the shutter being sliced open seems to have caught their attention. There are 22 of them. With this many undead, there's no doubt that their sire is here with them too.
アルクエイド、予想より数が多い。ここが根城なんだろう。ならやっぱり俺も。
ここは根城じゃないわ。ただの食堂よ。大丈夫。起きたばっかりの節なんて虫みたいなものだし。シキはそこで待ってて。すぐ片付けちゃうから。
Alright, let her cook. Well, here she goes. My brain has difficulty keeping up with the incomprehensible scene in front of me. Something so beautiful yet so grotesque. Like a figure skater performing in a graveyard full of decay. Well, that's a poetic way of putting it. A throng of undead approaches their guest. She conducts a symphony of snapped bones with a single swing of her arm. A cacophony of fangs clattering to find their prey. The sound of splitting flesh. And somehow, even within the mist of gore, Pogme, a white shadow untouched by a single fleck of blood. It takes my breath away no matter how many times I see it. Of course, these corpses don't stand a chance against her. Their abilities are too mismatched, their viewpoints too dissimilar, their very existences reside in different dimensions. As if the word unparalleled was coined for her and her alone. To Arcueid, these vampires that exist only to drink blood must be no different from humans. Their prey and nothing more. Yo Delta, good morning. Happy Easter, man. Another current of pain runs through my brain. It's what I get for going on without my glasses for so long, but I can't put them back on yet. Arcueid may have said she could take them all by herself, but there are still more than 10 of them left. It will take her less than a minute to deal with the rest of them at her current pace, but just in case Something is wrong. Her movements are slowing. She hasn't been injured. The zombies can't even get close to her in the first place. But even still, her face appears to distort with pain with every enemy she rends. All of them fall to her terrible onslaught. The next thing I know, there's only one left. This shouldn't require excessive force. A zombie of this caliber ought to perish in a single slash of her claws. And yet, perhaps seeing the fight's end, the white silhouette pulverizes the humanoid, holding nothing back. Whoa. It's over. Standing center stage of the Carnage's Arcueid. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. Again. Her breath still ragged. She finally loosens her shoulders. That idiot. I don't know what was going on in that head of hers, but she exhausted too much of her strength. She could have used a tenth of what she used just now, and still finish things without breaking a sweat.
Arcueid.
I quietly call her name from the entrance. That voice cracked though.
あ、どう？見ててくれたしき。今夜はこれで終わりだし、あなたの前だし、いつもより張り切ってやっちゃった。
張り切っていこう。
お前な、こんな物騒な張り切っちゃったとか初めて聞いたぞ。
I sigh. She really is a troublemaker. How am I supposed to respond to the idea that she just wanted to show off to me?
まあ、確かにちょっと見とれたのは事実だけど。
Oh no. What is that? The cheerful mood is cut short. Watch out. Watch out. My thoughts cease, my mind blanks. Something strange and unspeakable draws my attention. When did it get here? Or rather, how long have I failed to see it? A panther appearing in a back alley. Flaming corpses. Dead things in the form of human beings. I've seen my share of abnormalities these past few days. I've experienced a lot of things for the first time. Yet those were all based in reality. They were variations of what I know. Mere extensions of common sense. This thing is different. The air it exudes is too irregular. Its classification too deviant. Its very existence is born of some indecent process. It belongs neither here in Soya nor in Arcueid's world. It's shaped like a person. What the hell is that? The face is so creepy. Almost like an insect or something. What the hell? Ew, it's like a spider face almost. Ew. What is that thing, dude? Its stench is like that of the zombies. But humanoid as it is, it's discarded any claim as a Homo sapiens. I don't sense any respiratory functions. I can't see how it would react to light. Yet my instincts grasp that this beast is built to be a predator.
I didn't know Myst is in this game.
Bro. Fuck off. While I've never seen anything like it, it does remind me of something I know. A spider. I told you it looks like a spider. I hate it. Again, if someone's just watching this series on YouTube, just so you know, I have a massive arachnophobia. I'm really hoping it doesn't get worse looking than that, but you never know. But yeah, even just the head alone is kinda creepy to me. Oh. My mind is still frozen. I can't quite remember how to work my throat. The muscles in its abdomen flex and ripple. Oh, it's getting appendages. Oh, the mass of bulging flesh isn't body fat, but many muscular arms. So that his stomach were extra arms. Strange fleshy tubes like writhing invertebrates. The moment I recognize it for what it is. Oh, they open up too. Oh, hell no. I shout. Arcueid turns to look, sensing the aberration behind her. The monster's tentacle shoots out like a whip, cracking at the back of her neck. It's quick, but not quick enough to catch her completely off guard. Her claws fly to beat the limbs of flesh. The same claws that cut through the zombies' flesh are as easily as scrapped paper. Oh. But her rending claws are unable to sever the scourging tendril. Oh no! Rather, the deflected whip keeps its inertia, brutally lashing across the woman's back. I hear a trigger fire at the back of my skull. Trigger off. This zombie is an aberration, that's one thing. Its skin is unusually resilient, that's another. The zombie is on a different level of repugnance, that's yet another. But more than anything else, its second and third arm threaten to come down and end Arcueid's life. No way. That's stupid. She's stupid. If she hadn't pushed herself, she would have never gotten into this position. This is ridiculous. She's injured again, cornered, up against the wall. Her breathing is ragged. She's taken hits even I could avoid. Ouch. Thank God I'm not wearing my glasses. I probably would have broken them in anger if I was. The aberration leaps into the air, seemingly enjoying itself. A vulgar grin pulls at its lips, having found prey it wouldn't normally be able to hunt. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's mine. It's my fault. That's my job. I'm going to. I killed her. I brought her down, but she still forgave me. Trash like me, who killed her for simple pleasure. And now... Oh, he mad. Don't touch her with those disgusting things. I cut, without thought, without wasted movement, like an animal driven by pure instinct. Am I running? Is it chasing me? That's fine. There's no hesitation in my steps. A second strike from the beast, short and fast, unlike the first. The equivalent of a jab in boxing, an action that maximizes speed with minimal movement. Not particularly powerful, but too fast for the eye to register, too fast to react to. But that's not an issue for me. If I can't dodge it, I can just cut through it. I pursue the figure in front of me, a crimson cluster of tightly packed lines of death. Without even thinking, I'm slashing a potent line. There goes its left leg, dead, despite how wary I'd been of it before. Wow. Now all I have left to fear is its bite, but I'm already close enough to reach. I stab the point, thrumming just up and to the right of its navel. Is it a core? Did he get it? There are no death throws. The aberration simply collapses to the ground like a mechanical doll with its batteries removed. Hey, yo. He locked in, dude. I think he came out unscathed too, right? Wow. Impressive. I finally let out a breath that I've been holding all this time. I'm surrounded by lumps of rotten flesh. The thing I killed is gone, vanished into ash. Considering the bodies of the zombies killed by Arcueid still remain, it seems that this one was indeed special. Oh, he didn't leave remains. He just evaporated? Huh. But I killed it. I snuffed the life out of the aberration without faltering for a second. My mind still won't process things properly. This was pure violence. A mad rush, without a single thought spared, toward the lessons that Master taught me. An action fueled by the murderous rage I've tried so hard to quell. Regret, remorse, hatred, despair. It will all return with a vengeance once I've calmed down. But I'm fine with that. I am. As long as Arcueid is safe. This is the first time. Just now I used my power to save someone. In full control of myself and with no hesitation. I looked back to find Arcueid breathing heavily, her shoulders trembling.
大丈夫かアルクエイド
I'm at her side in an instant. She holds her heaving chest like she's in pain, like a suffering animal that knows nothing but how to gasp for air.
バカ油断しすぎだあんな考えなしで暴れるから大丈夫か体の傷開いちまったのか
Her back is shivering. This is bad. For one, she's completely drenched in sweat. Worried that she hurt herself, I lean in to take a good look and... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What is that, dude? Really?
おい
もう仕切ったらけだもの
Bruh. Come on.
今のすごいちょっとすごすぎると思う
SMH. Now, this is just cruel. She wasn't doubled over in pain. She was trying to hold back her laughter.
嘘泣きとかお前人間社会に毒されすぎてないかというかそうだよな心配した俺がバカだった頑丈なお前があれぐらいで痛がるはずないもんな
あ、ひどい痛いのは本当だったんだからあとちょっと追い込まれていたら誰かさんに切られたお腹がまた開いていたところよ、
That's not fair. No matter what I say, I'm still to blame. So I accept my defeat in silence.
はいはいわかりました俺が悪うございましたともさっきのバカ笑いはどうあれお前が無事でよかったよ、
My mouth opens fire before I can help myself. And after I do, she's back to wearing that usual enigmatic grin.
なんだよまだ何かあるのか
うんそれと嘘泣きじゃないよ嬉しいのも本当だって式がすごく頼りになるんだもん
Well, she got to test him, huh? My cheeks are burning. I turn away to try and counter this sudden ambush.
何どうかした式
どうもしてないちょっと暑いんでほら
What an excuse. That was genuinely terrible. Though for now, I can't bring myself to look at her. I bring my hands to my face to hide my burning cheeks, but it only serves to heat them more. What's with that look? And what is she thinking? As if being good at killing is something to be praised. Read the room. You're evil, a witch. And why the hell am I still happy about it? I need to calm down. Chill the fuck out. There's a line for it. Calm down, bro. Take a chill
よ
pill.
し落ち着いたで
My man got
これから
really
どうし
heated,
ようか
dude.
ほらここが敵の本拠地じゃないにしても中に入って手がかりを探すとか
そうね人が来る前に調べてもいいかも棺の手がかりはないでしょうけど他の食堂の場所が
I can't do this. The throbbing in my chest won't calm down. My face is burning up. I'm growing more lightheaded by the second. Her voice feels like it's passing me by. Your bro's about to faint. Hey yo. But what am I supposed to do? Anyone would be smitten, being told that with that kind of smile. The pain in my head, the heaviness in my arms and legs. It's all because of...
四季ちょっと大丈夫？
Yeah, there's some red vignetting going on.
すごい熱。あの死者、そんなに見えにくい相手だったの？
Oh no.
いや、そんなことはなかったけど、お前、なんか、近くない。
I can barely move my head. I'm conscious, but my brain feels like it's stuffed with cotton, completely dulling my senses.
ここの調査はやめて休憩にしましょう。どうせ手がかりなんて残さないやつだし、今日は食堂を潰せただけで十分よ。これだけの働きありを失ったらしばらく活動はできないし、もう自分から外に出てくるしかなくなるわ。
She pulls me away by the arm. I nod vaguely, and we leave the garage and the sea of body parts within. So who's gonna do the cleanup? Wow, that was a hectic night. I rest on a bench. Full feeling returns to my arms and legs after about 30 minutes. I didn't notice it myself, but it seems that staring at the aberration's lines really did a number on me. She stands in front of the bench. She's been staring at me since we arrived.
あのな、アルクエイド。めまいも消えたんだし、そのいかにも俺が悪いって顔はもうやめてくれ。
There's a good thumbnail option as well. The background is in good contrast with her sprite. My keyboard wants to wake up ever that is, which it doesn't seem to want to do. The hell? There we go. Okay.
そもそも、
Serious
あの時
face.
はああでもしないと傷が開いたんだろう、お前。
あれは言葉のあや。あんな編集ぐらいなんとでもできたわ。そんなことよりあなたの体よ。昨日の話ちゃんと覚えてる？
目を使いすぎるなって話だろ。わかってる。俺だって廃人にはなりたくない。次からは気をつける。
Mm.
はあ、鈍感にも程がある。あなたに危機感を植え付けるのは難儀そうね。
True.
ま、一番身近にして最高級の死に慣れているんだから、それも当然か。ほんと、どうしてやろうかしら。
Jump scare.
一度思いっきり怖がらせてあげましょうか。
Why is she so resentful about this? Can someone explain it to me? Clueless?
最高級の恐怖なら、お前に追いかけられた時のでお腹いっぱいだよ。この目が危険だってことも、言われなくとも分かってる。
I've lived with them for 7 years now.
さっきのだって、いつもならめまいは起こさなかった。あれは単に。
I don't think it was from looking at the lines too much. I was just overwhelmed from everything with her.
単に、何？
単に、歩き尽くしで疲れていただけだ。
Good
お前は
cover.
平気だろうけど、人間は疲れるんだよ。2時間歩きっぱなしだと。
それならいいけど、四季ってたまに自分を客観視しすぎてない？その魔眼のせいで自分嫌いになってるとか？
いや、自分が嫌いになれたら、目のことで悩んだりはしないだろう。言っておくけど、俺は自分のことも周りのことも、やけになって見たことは一度もないよ。
そうなんだ。ちょっと意外。
Yo, Ria, how you doing? I'm sure it is, but this is a question of dignity, of having a place to belong. Someone once said that even a person like me has a reason to live. That's why I don't want to fall into despair, or hate myself. It may be a small thing to live my life by, but it's brought me this far.
それに、こ この目だってそんなに悪いことばかりでもないし。裸眼でいると色々と不都合があるけど、食欲が薄れるのは手間が省けて楽だよ。もともと小食だから相性はいいと思う。
魔眼による食欲の減少と持って生まれた消化機能の関係は私にはわからないけど。
ああ、いや、ごめん。今のは冗談というか、本気で取られると
It's
恥
just
ずか
a
しいと
joke,
いうか
man.
ですね。
真面目な話よ。あなたの目は後天的なものと言っていたけど、それは現れるのが遅かっただけの話かもしれない。
現れるのが遅かっただけ？
ええ。超能力は突然変異体だけど、それにだって誕生する土壌が必要なの。
So he was kind of special always, she's implying.
四季のような目を持つ先祖はいなかったとしても、似通った目を持った親はいたかもしれない。魔術師は知識と身体回路を子供に移植するけど、あなたのような異能は交配による遺伝子だけで伝わっていって、覚醒遺伝として現れる場合が多いから。
Interesting. Implications.
交配による遺伝子。つまり、親父から？
というより、あなたの一族全体の話ね。家系の中であなただけ特別という考え方の方が不自然よ。
Well.
あなたに異能があるのなら、あなたの家系すべてが特別と考えるべき。四季の家族ってそういう人たちなんじゃないの？
I can't help but laugh at the question. She wants me to believe this is all genetic, that Akiha and Makihisa have eyes like mine. I'm 100% positive that's not the case. I'm the only weird one in the family. Besides, without my accident, I'd have never gotten these eyes in the first place. They weren't inherited at all, more like a side effect.
でも、忠告は受け取っておく。ありがとう、アルクエイド。
何？いきなりかしこまって。私、あなたにとって嫌な話をしたと思うんだけど。
嫌な話じゃなかったよ。全部俺の体を気遣ってくれてのことだったからさ。今日の学校での事前調査だって俺に無理させたくなかったんだろう。お前だって昼間は辛いのに。だからありがとう。ここまでされてやっと気がつくあたり、お礼を言える立場でもないけど。でもそういうアルクエイドはどうなんだ？
Did you see that?
腹の傷、本当に塞がってるんだろうな。
そっちはちゃんと塞がってるけど、なんで？
いや、さっき調子悪そうだったから。何もされてないのに苦しそうだったというか、イライラしていたというか。
I feel a strange sting in my chest. It's not painful. If anything, it's ticklish.
四季？
いや、
Oh?
なんだこれ。
I stick my hand into my shirt without thinking. It's slimy. Ooh. Why? My fingers are coated in something thick and sticky like paint. What's on him?
なんだろう。なんか濡れてる。
I pull my hand from my shirt, from my fingers to my palm. It's slick with crimson blood. Ooh. What is... He got hurt? Another sting. That strange feeling again. It took me far longer than it should have to recognize that it's coming from the old scar in my chest. Oh, her eyes though.
四季、それ。
Hey, yo.
変だな。痛くもないし傷も開いてないのに。
What is going on? This is crazy. It's so red. A bright, pure, eye-catching liquid. Oh, her eyes are scary though. Is she getting thirsty?
ああ、さっきのやつの爪がかすっていたとか。痛みはないんだし、 血もこれしか滲んでこないみたいだし、
Oh no.
気にする必要は。
She's staring at my hand. Or perhaps more accurately, she is utterly fixated on the crimson liquid that covers it. Oh,
アルクエイド。
I guess he's not realizing. She doesn't answer. Her breathing is slow and labored. Heavy, shaking breaths, like it's hurting her to breathe.
おい、アルクエイド。どうした？やっぱり傷が痛んで。
This guy. I grab her shoulder. But when I do... Oh, she quickly brushes my hand away, fleeing my concern.
アルクエイド。
し、
She pushes out my name between her shallow breaths, a hint of hostility ringing through her tone.
違う。私、そんなこと思ってない。
What is this? She looks away uneasily.
どうしたんだよ。変だぞ、お前。体、まだ回復してないんじゃないのか。
そうね。ちょっと無理しすぎたみたい。
Do all the Type Moon originals have voice acting? Well, not the original Tsukihime, but besides that, yes, as far as I know nowadays, yes. Even Holo Ataraxia didn't used to, but they added a voice patch like quite a while ago. So yeah, they basically all do.
だから、私帰るね。
ああ。まあ、どうせ今夜はこれでおしまいだって言ってたけど。
うん。また明日、ここで待ってる。
She gotta go, dude. He's gone before I can stop her, and going after her was never an option. Without even giving me another look, she's leaped into the night sky. Like a rabbit hopping across the moon. Moon rabbit, he says. True. Well, that was an interesting exchange. Following the road up the hill from the residential district, I eventually reached the estate's outer wall. It's a little past 2 in the morning. My fatigue is really starting to set in now. Is it armored core time? No. We're not even at the halfway point yet.
あいつ、あんなんで大丈夫なのかな。
Her expression when we parted steadily weighs on my mind. If she's wrecked into blood, why didn't she react when she was injured after love? I don't know. It seemed to be a different, like, situation anyway. Like, his wound wasn't opened. He wasn't really feeling a lot of pain. There was just blood for whatever reason anyway. There was something weird going on to begin with, I think. I don't know. I assume they're gonna explain later, maybe. She didn't seem tired or in pain, but... That's strange. There's something standing there, between the street lamps, where neither light reaches. Ah, hell no. What is this? Ah, hell no. The first thing I feel is terror. The situation is so unnatural, so unreal. Feels like my heart will stop. Unfortunately, I'm already used to things like this. Oh, what the hell? Ooh. Oh, that's him. I'm stupid. Okay. But yeah, we still don't know who that is. Masking my quickened pulse, I quietly take my knife in hand. Dude, this is spooky. My blood is flowing at double its usual speed. Or perhaps that's just another illusion. It's definitely a person. But I can't see anything other than that. There's something strange about this silhouette. It's getting closer. The sound of hollow footsteps. Its only exposed eye is bloodshot and fixed on me. Uh-oh. The blade of my knife is set loose. My other hand goes to the temple of my glasses. A chill crawls up its way my back like a centipede. With one final step, the figure crosses the point of no return. That very moment, the light from the street lamps vanishes with an audible click. Even though the moon is bright tonight, the world is plunged into darkness. Uh-oh. My heart races, as if to inform me of my rapidly approaching demise. His blade reaches toward my left arm, near the bicep. My reason will have to catch up later. Jesus. I bring my knife up to meet the flash streaking towards me through the darkness, deflecting it just in time. The edges of the shadow's lips contort. Somehow I sense it's grinning, but I can't lose focus. I need to counter this thing. Oh. He's parrying. He's a Dark Souls gamer. Although I'm surprised, I'm also perfectly calmed. Not a second has passed since this figure first came into sight. My thoughts have ceased. Time has frozen over. I don't have a moment to waste on being shocked. The clashing of our blades sends sparks flying into the night air. Though this unnatural darkness conceals us both, I can see something shining brightly within it. Distinct shimmering junctions connecting the life underneath. He sees the lines. I deflect the relentless blade exactly how I intended to. If there's one thing that astounds me, it's the fact that my body is able to stop these shrouded attacks so precisely, even while I'm already this exhausted. Is my opponent simply easy to read? That may be a part of it, but it's not all. My arm is simply following the map of lines and points that my eyes see. And in this complete darkness, they're all I can see, so I focus on them alone. My head, it hurts terribly. My thoughts are on fire. My chest stings. My head hurts. My scar is hot. My eyes feel like they might spill from their sockets. But this feels familiar. Something like this happened long, long ago. Yes. Oh, it's that flashback again. They keep teasing about it. The body of a child covered in blood. Akiha bloodied and crying. My own blood-soaked hands. Again, I think he still killed someone. I don't know. I'm sure that they're gonna elaborate. Oh! Metal clashes against metal. Pure instinct allows me to continue deflecting the blade. That was close. I blacked out there for a second. I won't let my guard down again. Because I know where it's aiming. I can parry every strike before my mind even catches up. The reason is simple. It's aiming for my body's lines. That's why I know where it'll aim before it even moves. All I need to do is protect the line it's most likely to be aiming for based on its posture and timing. The second I realize my enemy's strategy, I finally speak. That's crazy. I know it. The figure can see the exact same thing I do. Aw, damn it. The shadow laughs in the darkness. Its bloodshot eye stares me down mockingly, as if to say, "So you've finally noticed." Blood is rapidly pumped through my body. The concerns of my lips rise in a confluence of exultation and fear. I see, then we're on equal terms. If either one of us hits their mark, it'll be over. But that doesn't matter to me. Not anymore. So what if any of its cuts could kill me? If that was enough to scare me, I wouldn't be alive right now. I think of that sheer cold I endured before. Vlov was far more impressive. This thing doesn't compare to a vampire like that, even if it might be one of Arcueid's after. Or be the one she's after. All things considered, I have the upper hand. Attack. Attack. I'm taking the offensive. The figure is keeping up, but it's forced to dedicate everything to matching me. I can win. I don't know who this is or where they came from, but what I do know is that I'm cornering them. Goosebumps form on my skin. My heart races with the feeling of power. I can win. I'm stronger. I'm stronger. If this thing is going to kill me, then I'll just kill them first. I deflect my opponent's attack, disarming them. A step forward, a thrust of the knife, bared like a fang at the now unprotected line before me. But something's odd. Why don't I feel any hesitation? Oh. Oh. What is that? Huh. Something assisted? The street lamps flicker back on, rousing my mind from its feverish state. There's no one in front of me. The shadow I engaged in battle isn't there. It's been flung against the estate's outer wall, impaled by a long, thin object. Huh. That's a stake or something. I struggled to make sense of the situation. The figure that attacked me, a man apparently, was run through with a rod-like object that flew in from the side. The impact must have flung him against the wall. No human could survive something like that. But that thing isn't human. Okay. His voice is hoarse. Uma. The man, his guts skewered, wheezes as he glares at the night sky. I keep my distance as I follow his gaze. And there... Hey, yo! Wait, that's the teacher, isn't it? I knew she was sus. What the hell? I knew there was more to her. It's the new homeroom teacher, Noel. Yeah, that's her name. That's totally her. Whoa! What the hell? I knew she was sus. Not a normal person. Okay. I see a familiar figure standing atop the streetlights.
Noel, sensei.
Wow. She's dressed like a nun. In her right hand, she holds a narrow-bladed sword. In her left, an absurdly massive halberd. Thumbnail material. Is this a spoiler, though? Maybe if I zoom in close on the face or something. I don't want the outfit to be too visible. But I need a better shot than this anyway, because the left thing is like kind of transparent and the right thing is too small. I recognize the shape of the former, or to be more exact, part of my brain remembers it having entered my field of view. On a subconscious level, I know that it's one of these swords that saved me from Vlov's icicles. Ah, so it was her back then too. Possibly. Probably. Okay. Huh. Guardian angel is real. Our eyes meet. She shoots me a smile, and in the next moment... she launches her swords at the shadowed figure. Oh shit. The music though. Yo, a chant though, whoa. You know, did she have a blue line across her face? Interesting. As she says the words, light bursts from the swords. Oh, they're getting zapped. Wow. Oh. Ooh. That's a cool shot. I can hear the air shift as she readies her halberd. I can't use this one either. This is still too much, I think. But it's a cool shot, though. She readjusts her grip. Oh, did you see the wink with the tongue when she left the frame? Oh my god, I saw that. You can't pause that, but I saw that. Come on, she's enjoying it. What the hell? And leaps down from the lights, aiming for her target. That's a scream, though. The man cries out as flesh and bone are severed. The shadow-like substance surrounding him is dispersed by Noel's implement of war. The man, shadow and all, begins to dissolve, just like the aberrant zombie I fought in the garage. Stares me down as his body fades away. Just the view of the shadow. I mean, it's impossible from that. And you saying that kind of implies it's gonna be a spoiler if I realize what it is anyway, Ryan. So let's not pursue it too much, okay? Because yeah, we'll see. His black bloodshot eye exudes hatred, as if he were cursing my very existence. All I can do is stare dumbfounded. The man fades with the shadows that surrounded him. Erased completely from this world, with no evidence he ever existed in the first place. Wow. Well, that was a thing. Holy moly. All that remains are the sounds of wind and chirping insects. Feels like just any other night now. It's like the entire world is pretending that the man who screamed his heart out never existed. Hello. Meanwhile, I've been left with an equally strange person.
こんばんは。この国の夜は安全だと聞いていたけど、この辺りは物騒なのね。ちょっと散歩していたら、吸血鬼みたいな化け物が可愛い教え子に襲いかかっているんだも
Well,
の。
the cat's definitely out of the bag, but yeah. Sup?
それとも、あなたの周りが特別なのかしら。どうの四季くん？
Whoa. The woman turns to face me. She smiles with obvious, unbridled hostility. There's no mistaking it. I mean, obviously she probably already knew about Shiki before, or definitely now knows that he's not normal either, right? So they both know. They're like, okay. It's none other than our school's latest substitute teacher.
ノエル先生っていいんです
She probably knew from before, because otherwise why would she approach him during the school and say weird things as well, right? So she probably knew from before, if I had to guess. Maybe that's why she was here to begin with, because she knows, stuff might happen around
こ
him.
こは学校の外なんだし。先生は外した方が何かと気が楽よね。お互いに。
No kidding, dude. Her footfalls reverberate in my ears. She is getting closer. With halberd in hand and an unsettling smile plastered on her face, she approaches. Oh. What the hell? They're both kinda menacing. What the hell does this choice mean? Oh my, okay. I treat her as an enemy, take a defensive stance. Well, I feel like the second is less hostile, so we should go with that. Yeah. I don't want to attack her. Let's just be cautious. Defensive stance.
無駄だってな。
What is that voice? That's scary. Is she actually swinging? What the hell? She leaps at me the second I ready my knife. The difference in reach between our weapons is too great. Faster than I can think to react, she swipes at my side with her butt of her polearm. Oh. Well, it's not at the sharp end, at least. She's trying to incapacitate him? My head spins at the overwhelming impact. The attack must have sent me flying over a meter through the air. I brace myself, ignoring the pain from the initial blow. My back hits the asphalt, and I'm able to absorb some of the shock. But Noel is already there.
ダメよ、四季くん。敵を前にしてあからさまに身構えるとか、もう甘すぎてにやけちゃう。私、 臆病だからつい本気で打ち込んじゃったけど、
Uh-oh.
まだ生きてる？
Oh. I prop my arms under me to try and stand up. This music is super menacing. But Noel steps down on my chest with a heavy boot.
はーい。おとなしくしていてね。義理もなければ恋人同士でもないんだし。下手に暴れるとその首、ボキッと潰しちゃうぞ。
Well then. I glare up at her from the ground. I don't understand what's happening in the slightest. All I know is that this woman honestly wants to kill me.
くそ、あんたも吸血鬼だったのか。
Huh? No, you.
なんですって。今吸血鬼だって言った。私が
Oh no.
あんな怪物と一緒だって言ったわ
Now
け。
you pissed her off even more. Her boot presses harder on my chest. She's seriously pissed at the mere insinuation she might be a vampire.
首筋に進行なし。靴に染み込ませた聖水にも拒絶反応なし。ついでに言うと、
Oh, so she's trying to figure out if he's a vampire. Oh. I guess that makes sense.
はい。異端審査終了。だっていいわよ、どうの四季くん。
Day is this? I think it's 6, but I'm not sure. The boot on my chest is finally lifted. Now free, I stand myself up and try to get my breathing under control. I'm hurting all over, but I think I got off with only some light internal bleeding. Oh, great.
はい、これメガネ。落とし物には気をつけなさい。
Yeah, get those lines out.
そうですか。そっちの横槍で落としたものですけど。
If we get a zoom in, I can maybe do the face on the thumbnail. I just want to avoid the clothes. I take my glasses from her and place them back where they belong. Now then. What the hell is going on?
とまあ、美少年が一人で出歩くと、こんな風に危険がいっぱいなわけ。
God damn.
忠告がてら脅かしちゃったけど、
She's still sussy
勢い食べ
in
ちゃ
that way
う
as
ところだ
well.
ったわ。
Even with this, she's still sussy, okay? She laughs like she made a little mistake. I'm mad. I'm at a genuine loss for words.
あれ？何そのノーリアクション。私たちのこと、あの吸血鬼に聞いてないの？
Oh, they know that much too. They know he's been hanging out with Arcueid. No wonder they're so hostile towards him.
聞いてないのね。あっそう。
Wow.
私みたいな
Don't
ザ
take
ク
it
は眼中
personally,
にないっ
lady.
てわけ。まあいいけど、私も話題になんかされたくないし。いいわ。パパッとレクチャーしてあげる。
Okay.
簡単に言うと、私は街を守る正義のお姉さんみたいな。
Seigi no one-san.
あのクソ吸血鬼どもから人間社会を守る。影の組織とかかっこよくない？
Sure. She laughs as she speaks, which makes it difficult to judge how serious she's being. As dubious as explanation was, it does remind me of something.
教会の代行者ってやつですか。
Oh, wait, he knows about them. Interesting. So he's in the know about this thing anyway. Huh.
ええ、その代行者。
Interesting. Can maybe use this. Let's see. This could be a potential shot. If I just like not show anything beneath the collar, it won't be like a spoiler, I feel like. But then people who know, they're like, oh shit, it's that scene. Win-win.
四季君は無神論者でしょ？だから実感は湧かないだろうけど、私たち教会は
No
主
Kitty
の
Arcueid.
源、
True.
人の良き営みを守る意志がある。たとえそれが
Surely
こ
someday.
んな末法の国でもね。ある日突然転任してきた魅惑の美人教師は、その実、教会から派遣された正義のエクソシストだったってこと。
Honestly, she's sus, but I still kind of like her personality, seemingly. An exorcist, someone who purifies demons. I don't know if vampires count as demons, but it doesn't seem like she's lying.
わかりました。いきなりのことで信じられませんけど、信じます。どうあれ、これで2度目ですし、危ないところを助けてくれてありがとうございます。
2度目？ああ、そういうこと。でもまあ、今回は違うわ。たまたま危ないところに出くわしたんじゃなくて、私、最初から君を狙っていたんだし。
That makes sense. So it wasn't a coincidence this time?
最初から俺を狙っていた。
さあ、君が屋敷を出た時からずっと尾行していたの。
All this time, huh?
私のお仕事は吸血鬼の殲滅だもの。その吸血鬼に従っている人間がいれば監視するのが当たり前でしょ。
Her logic tracks, but she's missing some important context. I'm not following Arcueid's orders, and besides, she's a good vampire. We're both trying to save this city. Yeah, good luck convincing her of that. I have zero faith that she would believe any vampire can be good.
それは。
まあ、本当なら真っ先に吸血鬼の方から殺してるんだけど、相手はあの怪物でしょ。
I guess she realizes how strong she is as well.
師匠は上司に飛ばされちゃったし。仕方なく小さい方の獲物に網を張ってたわけ。
小さい獲物ってのは俺のことですか？
ええ、あの怪物が狂犬なら四季君はプリッとしたエビちゃんね。吸血鬼にしろ私たちにしろ、
she really wants to eat him. What the hell, dude? Okay.
でもなんか様子が変だった。ここ数日君を監視していたけど、無理やり従わされてる雰囲気じゃないし、血も吸われてないでしょ。
Yeah, that would seem weird from her POV, right?
あなた、なんであんな怪物と一緒にいるの
？I furrow my brow and swallow my words in my throat. It's not the way she asked the question that bothers me, it's that she asked it at all.
おやだんまり。君は吸血鬼の仲間になりたいのかな？定番だけど、永遠の命が欲しいとか？
The question catches me by surprise. I never even considered that, but I guess it would be a natural reason to seek out friendship with a vampire.
いや、でも。
That is impossible with Arcueid. I mean, she doesn't drink blood, and she doesn't create new allies or grant people abilities. That sort of offer wasn't even on the table.
違う
Because it's fake Noel Sensei,
なら
haha,
どう
get
し
it.
て？
Okay.
そんなの決まってる。自分たちが住んでいる町のために吸血鬼を駆り出す協力をしているだけです。
I stare intently into her eyes. I'm not interested in going back and forth against her. But I won't sit here and let her say whatever she wants about Arcueid and me. I tell her as much with my gaze alone.
そう。君が噛まれていたなら、そんなザレ言と一緒に手足ぶった切って置物にしてるところだけど。
Okay. This might be even a better shot. That face is good. Don't have me, chat.
残念ながら、ただの人間には手出しできないものね。今のは聞かなかったことにしておくわ。
She turns around and begins walking away. She seems unable to accept the idea of fighting on the same side as a vampire, but at least she's calmed down a little. Or maybe my answer just made her lose interest.
ああ、でも忠告。さっき最初から君を狙っていたと言ったけどね。
Yo.
あれ、もっと深い意味なの。この町に救った人は数年以上前から根付いているわ。
Years? Well, but they haven't caused a lot of problem before lately? Huh?
私の師匠の言うことには、審査のように昨日今日やってきたわけじゃないんだとか。
Okay.
吸血鬼は外から来るものばかりじゃない。案外身近なところにいて、何十年も前から潜伏しているケースのが多いの。それも街で一番
They're in the
力のある
walls.
権力者の家にとかね。わかる？自分たちの町を守るとか言っていたけど、そんな曖昧なくくりじゃなくて、君は自分の身を守った方がいいってこと。
それはどういう。
だってそうでしょ。さっきの不死は君を狙ってきたんですもの。吸血鬼を殺して回る神祖じゃなくて、ただの人間である君をね。
True.
命があったらまた会いましょう。当の四季君。
Okay. Wow. With that, the woman dressed like a nun walks away. As she does, she tosses her gaze to a street lamp. Yo, Varys, how you doing? Maybe I'll jump up there and hop my way home all cool like. Nope, not happening. As if I can make a jump like that without a running start. Like if I could, I wouldn't even be a human. Her thoughts blatantly apparent, she continues on down the road, massive polearm in hand. I feel like she's reading too much into it, but sure.
あれはあれですごい人っぽいよ
Yeah,
な。
that's my thoughts too. I mumbled, taken aback. As if uttering that comment took the last of my remaining strength. My knees give out from under me and I slump against the wall.
でも狙われたのは俺だって。
That is spooky. It's not unfathomable. I am cooperating with Arcueid after all. But that's not right. I don't know what the real reason is, but I have a feeling that this isn't it. My vertigo returns with force now that my adrenaline has faded. With one hand against the wall for support, I make my way to the main gate. My chest hurts. I need to get to my room while I'm still conscious, before my body completely gives out on me. I can worry about the rest later. But the gate is much farther than I thought. Also, I assume the day is ending soon, right? So we should probably at least finish the day. So maybe a small little overtime here for Tsukihime. As my headache begins to ease, tension abandons the rest of my body. My back still up against the estate's outer wall. I watch as I drift off to sleep. It feels like it's happening very soon, if anything. I move. Oh! Oh! What the fuck? What the hell was that? It was a cat with a weird mark. What the hell? Huh? Oh, that's it. That's literally it. Right after. Yeah. I had a feeling it was going to happen soon, but okay. Wow. That's a lot of stuff for one part. I thought there wasn't going to be that much, but wow. New kind of monster enemy. Shiki locking in a combat. Shadowy figure that supposedly also sees the lines. Noel, Executor, Mysterious Cat, or Panther. I don't freaking know, dude. That was a lot of stuff, okay? Wow. Cool. Whoa, the name of day 9, though. That is interesting. Also, it's not even capitalized and there's a full stop. What the hell? Well, there you go. Until next time. Oh my god. It's crazy. Alright. Alright. There you go. White. What a beautiful thing to end on. Alright, there you go. That is part 11, I think. If I remember my numbers correctly. Yes, it is. Of Tsukihime Remake. Wow, very cool. Arcueid routed again in full force and very spicy stuff. Awesome. Good sesh. Went by really fast again. Great. So hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, smash that freaking like button, of course. Let me know how much you enjoyed the series or how much you hate it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some people don't like the series. Just leave comments. Why not? About anything. As long as it's not spoilers from anything I haven't seen yet, yeah, feel free to comment away. I love reading the comments on these as well. Also, hey, subscribe for more. I'm, again, trying to keep this weekly, so stay tuned. We should be back with part 12 next week in 7 days or so, yes. And hey, shout out to my patrons on the screen right now for supporting the channel. And everyone else watching the series, be it on YouTube or streams, thank you so much. See you in part 12 next week. Bye.